Okay, this video is going to have to be in two parts. I only get a certain time because I'm on the light version of my recording software, and I'm going to have to upgrade if this channel takes off even a bit, because then it's going to be worth it to me, at least mentally. Regardless, what happened was I just ended my turn during end phase. He activated it back to the front and just resummoned this thing. So there's a big chance he's going to end up tributing my ghost bow, simply because he sees it as a higher monster, which is in all case, that's okay with me. I just want my rapid fire because rapid fire is gonna let me summon Sting the Poison, and then that's gonna let me recover. So as long as he does take Ghost Bow, everything's fine. Yep. And Ghost Bow gets banished because I used its effect to bring it back from the grave. No, but we banished off that Desires. We banished off. Oh, both are Sting the Poison, so which means our last one's in grave. Okay, so that's actually a bit annoying. 1, 2. So our only recover for Sting the Poison is drawing into this. Because it was tributed, you can summon it. Tributing. Oh yeah, he's gonna force me. Yeah, I'd rather not see this card for trying to recover. In all honesty, what I kind of want to see in BattleWasp, other than kind of new support, which I don't think it's actually needed. Oh, and he's going in Cybersquall and Dragon, so he's probably going to bounce back this card. So then this way he just gets rid of a monster. It's going to attack and destroy that one. Now I'm going to use his effect to float. But there's nothing we really kind of need. This guy needs some normal summon to do his effect. So in all honesty, we're just going to have to go into this. It didn't matter which one, it didn't matter which one, but in the small chance that we do come back, I want to see something. Now, Desires is what we want our ideal top deck to be, but that's not going to happen. Flooded his field. Yep, he gets to see it. That's right. Unfortunately, this may be game, because we can't do much in this situation. He is low on life points, so if I could go into the Ghost Bow and back into Conquering Bow, there may be a chance at winning. However, with this, if he swings with one of the tokens, it's already game. 4,000, 5,000, 7,000. So I kind of want him to hit with this. He's going to bounce it back, go for another direct attack. Yeah, unfortunately, that's game. The way BattleWasp play, how it costs about 2 cards to go off if you run the Wind Witch combo. So I'd rather kind of run control if we can, but I don't want to make this overkilling broken because I don't want to buy like infinite impermanence just to have this deck go off. The control aspect is not that bad, but again, I'd rather see some other stuff, but that means we're going to have to go first. And I feel like this works in some decks, but against some other decks now that I believe are coming out, this doesn't do as much as I think. Ghost of Match kind of works on some of them, but against the top meta decks, I think like Sky Striker, Salamid Greats, this doesn't really do too much then because they're all warrior or they just mimic around. Rivalry of the Warlords would be the only thing that kind of works, but I feel like they should be more side decked at this point. We're going to take these out too because I'd rather have some Twin Twisters, because this is going to let us play around some of their cards and let us set up. I'd also use some of the Solemns at this point. 2 strikes, a judgment, and a warning. Now this is going to be going first more likely because we want to set up and we want to see what they can do. But as for what I saw for Speedroids, the deck is pretty good because it emphasizes wind types over everything else. Terror Top would actually be something that you can easily get a free summon off of and combo off. So it's basically like an alternative Wind Witch. It's also a Searcher, which is not bad. So we could run the speed ride, and I'm not telling you not to, but I'm not gonna say do it at this moment because it varies. However, I can see this working out very well and actually winning because of the speed rides. Um, as for actually building a speed ride deck, I don't know. I don't know speed rides that much. The best I know is the Terror Top combo because going into Zodiac format, that's when I first got in the game. I played Zodiacs, and going off with Terror Top was fun. Deserved to be banned, but it was fun. I remember this stops attack. I believe this just fodders. Yeah, it's fodder. Lets you recur. Yeah, I wouldn't know what you'd want to search for off Terror Top, in all honesty, because I don't know what you could just summon off of straight from your hand. Everything seems, and we don't want to lose our normal summon. Oh, you would search up Tetakumberg. Ah, I see. So yeah, we could run this for more fodder if we wanted to, and in all honesty, I think we kind of should because there's not enough situations where we're running into what we want to see. Um, I'd probably just run one Terratop. Oh, you can only run one, but run one and run one. I believe you should run two technically because you don't want to see it, but it's a choice of searching. So even if you open up both of these, it's fine. This is just going to be another alternative to Winwich, though. So we're going to play test with this. We're going to see what we can get. Um, we'll go against a bot just for this test because I'm running out of time on my recording. BattleWasp. We're going to see what happens. So we're playing kind of control-y, so we're going to go first. Yeah, kind of afraid of this. However, it didn't really matter. So Winwich and Speed Ride are going to have the same effects pretty much, but we'll mess around with the Speed Ride. So we'll use effect search. We'll search for him. If you control a wind monster, expression is in hand. Yep. So we'll special summon. And there's nothing really to go on. Well, we'll use the effect. Special summon. We'll go into this one. Go into attack, obviously. We'll use the effect. We'll burn for that a little bit. Set one. And turn pass. Now again, it's a bot, but I ran into a lockout bot like one game before this, and it was Inspector Border, which just annihilated me. Oh, less than or equal to. So it doesn't matter. We're getting both summons in both times, but might as well just summon. That only works in graveyard, so we'll have to do this. And we'll summon this for the extra damage, because you might as well. Could go into Great Fly, but I do not want to in any sense. So, may have Honest. Maybe that's why, no? This is what I mean. Bots are very random and generic, and their archetypes are very weird. You only find a couple of AIs that actually go forward with proper decks and combos, like Inspector Border. I don't know what this thing is doing. It seems like the Moki Moki deck, but the only good ones I know are in like Duelings. We'll set, just because we're going to mess around, because we're going to win this either way. We'll summon Great Fly, Actor Rival Swarm, bring this thing back, attack position. You could run Giga Brilliant, I guess, if you wanted to, but there's no reason. And we'll just bash into this thing and game. Again, I would not use this as proof of how good a deck can be, because it's just a bot. They're not very good unless you run to one of the good ones, but then it's playing some kind of like lockout stuff or something that just messes with you. I remember when Inspector Border deck came out, and that was the worst day of my life. I was playing Cosmo because Zodiac format was done. I was playing mid-tier, and that wasn't fun. But either way, regardless, I'm kind of going on my time. We'll mess around with this a bit more. I think I like my other version better though, because